and tell the boy fall back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the Vikings burner at wide receiver, as utter dominance has moved him within range of the single-season receiving record. It's the Vikings and the Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Denver Broncos. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn and CD. We've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position, to be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On 1st down, Hurts. Got it complete to Rodgers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Crockett, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Dancing to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That will go for 24 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Again on the ground, again Crockett. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here where you say, okay, a lot of guys are going to play down the stretch. We've clinched, we're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the number 1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
And Charles, if you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This is Crockett. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and pulling the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity lost.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he will have a Vikings first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, smack.
They run with Crockett. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now out comes Minnesota. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cannon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack it back right around the 30. So that complicates things a bit here. 8 under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
That'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
From the 38, Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Vikings!
Christian Watson.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds Taylor, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where you see the final score there. The Colts have punched their ticket to the playoffs as they up their mark to 11-4 with the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Wan'Dale Robinson, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Amon-Ra St. Brown, over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts forced out to his left. And this one too low.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside. Clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So score one for Kevin O'Connell. His decision to throw the challenge flag, a good one. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
No gain on the play there, second down. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Crockett. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Roll. Hey, flat.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. That is taken in by Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They go jet sweep. This is Taylor.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. On 2nd and 9. Hurts.
Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That is caught by Rodgers for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel? Or was that analytics that came into play there, deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I thought we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Hurts. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts gets this one to Morris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Cannon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL with just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the move to his left. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. Bring up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. From the left hash, this from 46. Patterson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. We knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
And out now come the Vikings. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back into 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. That's what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. 1:11 to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Got it complete to Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Vikings, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones headed down to the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team, cause when you riding like we riding.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to